All right, in our week 1 learning module, we're going to go over case law. All right, so I prepared a packet for you in the learning module, and I expect you to go over it. All right, and in the discussion thread, I need you to list to me with each case. So it'll start with Graham versus Connor. So in Graham versus Connor, who is involved, what happened, when it happened, and the impact that it had on law enforcement. All right, then the second case is going to be Skinner versus Brooks, and then the third case is going to be Tennessee versus Garner. All right, so after 5 years, I can tell you right away, here's what the majority of students miss. Okay, in case law, right, and then we're talking about the use of force, it's settled law, it's the law of the land. So your department policy, right, and the law is basically crafted around these cases. You'll want to pay attention to any case, right, that's at the Supreme Court level that could influence, like, the use of force. Obviously, the Laquan McDonald one, that's on appeal. We'll be paying attention to that, and you'll also be paying attention to the George Floyd case as that works its way up through the courts. As you guys go through your packet and you read through, right, these 3 case laws, those are the only 3 that I care about for this course, because what it does is it wraps your mind around the fact that the law actually matters. This is the first battle, right? The legal battle, making sure that we're justified in our actions. In Graham versus Connor, the 2 things that most kids miss that I need you to pay attention to, all right, is hindsight is not 20/20. Hindsight not being 20/20, meaning like we can't armchair quarterback the police officer. We have to be able to put ourselves, right, in there at that moment, right? And then they have to be able to tell us like how they felt, right? They have to be able to say why they acted the way that they did, right? And again, so hindsight's not 20/20, and we have to put ourselves in their shoes at that very moment. All right, and then the last part is when it comes to Skinner versus Brooks, right? You'll hear a term called a reasonable man, right? And then in Graham versus Connor, you'll hear a reasonable officer. Those are 2 different outtakes or outlooks on the way you would judge somebody and their actions. What a reasonable man would do is far different than what a reasonable officer would do. So you see how these laws have like completely shaped the way the use of force is being applied today. Understanding the case law and understanding department policy, which I view as 2 totally different things, will help you out going forward in the future.